Hello and welcome back. This is the fabulous Mr. Miro, my gorgeous assistant, my glamorous assistant. And I'm Kieron Seamons, and we are going to do some lovely inky drawings for you today, aren't we? We are going to do something really fabulous. What do you think? I love my Mr. Miro. Let's do some drawing. So we have been drawing this morning. We have been having a few technical problems. As always, my brain does not work in this kind of digital world. We have been doing some fabulous, lovely little drawings. We've been doing some lovely little ACOs, if I can catch them in the light. There you go. There's a little kind of cow. And that's one of the ACOs. Oh, and that's the back of it, so you know what's coming. Where's the light? Really? There you go. That's the type of thing that's on the back. And then you've got the lovely drawings wherever they are. There you are. And we did a fox. Kind of lovely, wonky fox. And we did a very kind of nervous frog, which was quite cute. We did a deliciously delightful bee. Look at that, isn't he fabulous? And we did a kind of like a little fat leg chickeny bird, kind of cool. And we did a little cow yesterday, which is still there. There you go. So we are going to do some more. We're going to do some more drawings. So I will click on my camera so we can do. I might do a couple of slightly bigger ones, just to kind of add to the fun. We have had a few computer problems, but I had a friend of mine who helped me out, so that was just madness, really. But we had a beautiful day today in the park with Mr. Miro. He fell in love with a cat, believe it or not. And you can see the photo on my Instagram if you're interested. There was this kind of very kind of flat-faced cat that turned up in the park. And the cat was actually in her handbag. And Mr. Miro just was like so curious. Beautiful, beautiful cat. Very soft. And it kind of jumped out of this bag and was walking around, and Miro was just Miro was just like in love, saying, "This is the prettiest dog I've ever seen." Oh, I do love my Mr. Miro. He is such a special little creature. Right, well, it looks like we are drawing some kind of bird. Birds are always fun anyway. I do quite like drawing my birds. There's something nice about drawing birds in ink. And I always seem to draw my birds with teeth. I don't know quite why. I don't know, they never look right without. As you can see, my face is a little bit red. I did catch a little bit of the sun today, but also I've been running around with Mr. Miro for in the house playing silly games in my childish way. There's always something lovely. I just love the way that the ink kind of finds its own way in an odd kind of mystical way almost. It's like I don't really need to kind of pay much attention because the ink seems to know what it's doing. You know, it's just an incredible feeling to have this kind of passionate nib that just flies out. And I just love it. I just kind of like it's like, you know, there's some people that drive those kind of automatic cars where they kind of just sit there and they steer. You know, that's kind of how I feel with this delightful tool, that it just seems to draw for me. And I just steer. And I also get very kind of like, you know, one minute I really love to draw cats. And then one minute I love to draw birds. And, you know, each kind of day comes up with a different type of love, a different kind of passion for what you're doing. And I never seem to get bored of it. Oh, and at this point, I should say, if you do like watching my channel, if you like what happens on my paper, please send me a message or subscribe. I do need a lot more subscribers on my channel. And I would be greatly appreciated if you did. You know, it's quite an odd thing, the way that the digital world works, because I've got like 90,000 people watching me last month, and only 3,000 people, or just under 3,000 people, hit that subscribe button. And it's the subscribe button, the follow button. It's not really a subscribe because you don't pay any money. It's just like a follow button. That's what counts to YouTube and the powers that be. You know, it's that strange kind of, if I had 90,000 people that were watching automatically followed, that would be amazing. And there is my lovely bird. I'm very, very pleased with how he looks. I kind of feel like he's kind of flying along, and he's thought, oh my God, am I going in the right direction? Very, very, very lovely. And that's one bird that I will put onto the eBay at some point when I'm getting around to painting them up. If there's some that you really do fall in love with and you would rather it not painted up, let me know. I'm quite happy not to paint it. And in fact, I quite prefer, I've just started painting some of them up. I kind of do it in stages. Let's do another little ACEO. Let's get in and let the pen do its walking. What about a turtle? Turtle would be nice, wouldn't it? Or a tortoise. The sun is just starting to come out in the south of England, which means that every day when we go for our morning walk, it is an absolute delight. Goss Park is actually a very old park where I walk. It's a very old park, and it's got these amazing trees that look like about 10 billion years old. And I love it. I love walking through this park. It's delightful, you know. It just relaxes your whole body just by being in that environment. And of course we meet up with some other dog walkers, and we walk and we chat, and it's a really beautiful experience, really. It's a nice way to also clear your mind of all the rubbish that the internet kind of throws at you about world wars and who likes who and who smells of cheese and all that type of problems, you know. And I love it. I love to get out. I love to run around with Miro, and also Miro gets to see all his little friends, Casey and Bobby, and all those little dogs all running around, and it's just such a pleasure. And it is the kind of relaxing part of my day. I have a very relaxing day anyway. I draw, you know, and anybody that kind of draws for a living is in the dream world. We are. Any of you artists out there that are drawing, even if it's a part-time type of thing, even that, please remember that you are one of the lucky people. You're very, very lucky to have art in your life. You're very lucky to have this gift in your life. It is a gift, and we should think about it that way. We should feel it's a gift. Without art in our life, it would be quite a boring place, you know. The world has gone mad around us, and we are drawing turtles. Turtles and crazy birds and foxes and cows with large udders. So yes, so we are lucky. So feel lucky. Even if you're not making your living from it, even if you just have that passion to paint a picture, you know, paint some flowers in the garden or paint next door's cat or whatever you're doing, whatever, you are lucky. I kind of feel like he almost is like doing a karate pose there. Shall I write that? Hi. Yeah. That's him doing his kung fu. Isn't that lovely? Lovely, 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 lovely. So these will be going up onto the eBay. There's still about 100 up there at the moment, and all those drawings are going towards this channel. All the money goes towards this channel. The money goes towards ink and paper, and that's it. That's all it goes for. All that money is recycled back into this. So try to send my video around to other people. Try to get my numbers up as high as we can. It seems like until you reach like 10,000, you don't really exist in the world of YouTube, you know. So you have to kind of beg and borrow to get your numbers up to 10,000. And 10,000 sounds massive, but you know, you look around YouTube and everybody's got like 20 billion. I see some of these art channels are getting like, you know, 27,000 views every time. It's like insane. I just want my channel to be able to get monetized to make things easier. That's it. Simple. And I think I'm close to 4,000 videos now. 4,000 drawing videos. I think at that point, I think really YouTube owe me a spot, don't they? I think they do. I think they should give me a an honorary monetization. I mean, you're not gonna get much anyway until you get like past like 1 billion people or 100 million or something like that. It's quite a ridiculous request, but you know, there's a lot of people that use YouTube and do very well out of it. I haven't made a penny, not a single penny from YouTube so far, and I've been doing it for about 4 years or something. Is it 4 years? But what I have gained from this YouTube and from doing these videos daily is all you beautiful, wonderful, amazing people that come to say hello. And that was something I wasn't really prepared for. I really wasn't really expecting it. So when all of a sudden I was getting all these people from all over the world writing lovely messages, it really did make my the juices in my heart started to bubble up, you know. It was quite emotional, you know. Get people from Iceland and Germany and Spain and Indonesia and Holland, and it's really America, and you know, it is really quite amazing what YouTube is. But this channel needs to at some point become monetized just to survive, especially in this day and age where everything is becoming expensive, you know. Even buying dog food these days is expensive. You know. And I would be absolutely lost without Mr. Miro. He is my best friend in the whole world. He is just, as you can see, he's gorgeous. He's so cute. And he's very expressive, you know. He's very childish. In the same way I'm childish, I guess. I guess he gets a lot from me. But if he's done something naughty, I can see it straight off. I say, what have you been up to? And he's fast asleep under my desk at the moment. And when he goes for a run, and then he will come back, and I'll put a cup of tea on, and then boom, he falls asleep. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drawings there. Can we squeeze in another one? Let's squeeze in another one. What would you like? What would you like? We haven't got a sheep, have we? Let's try and do a sheep. That might be quite funny. I don't remember drawing a sheep before, so it is. I mean, you know, art has become a very big part of my life anyway. You know, it has been a beautiful journey all through my animation and my books and everything. It's been absolutely delightful. Okay, sheep have got ears, and of course they have. Let's give him some wobbly ears over there. And the odd thing about the way that this paper is like every character is standing on two legs, because it's, you know, it's portrait. It's a portrait style. But I know that there's a lot of people that collect the ACEOs, as they do with like trading sports cards, you know, baseball and such. I think it's one of the American trends that has come through, and I hadn't heard of it until quite recently, and thought it was quite fun. And it's a nice way to kind of share your artwork as well, you know. It's a nice way for people to kind of get to know you. Although I do find that because they are so small, it's very difficult to kind of get a nice big slap. But I think quite a few of them look really, really nice. I love the bee, actually. I was really quite pleased with that little bee. And people collect bees, they collect chickens, they collect rabbits and cats, and so it's really quite a lovely thing, I guess, if you're a collector of such, to have these to have a collection of animals, or, you know. So there we have a quite a funky kind of sheep. Bah. Bah. And there we have a lovely, funky looking sheep. Just to balance up a little bit on the black there. I feel like it's getting a little bit too light, and I'm always quite uneasy when things look a little bit too even. Lovely. Lovely. So there we have a little sheep. So that's 10 drawings for you today. And I hope you love them. I hope you enjoyed what we just did. But I would love you to look and say, out of those 10, which is your favorite? The happy cow, the milky cow, the fox, the frog, the bird, the bee, the kind of chickeny thing, the turtle, tortoise, the fish, and the sheep. Which one was your favorite? Which one do you like? Let me know in the comments. Send me a comment and say, I love the... give me a tag. All right? So there you are. Lovely 10 drawings. These will be on the ACEO auction on eBay very, very, very soon. As you can see, I'm starting to paint them up. But get on over and get yourself some. They're very, very, very cheap. Ridiculously cheap. So get on over and buy yourself an original piece of artwork. One day they'll be worth billions, I'm sure of it. So have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed today's drawings. I sure as hell did. I really loved drawing some of these today. That was just, I mean, look at that cow. I mean, isn't he gorgeous? Or she gorgeous, I should say she. Isn't she gorgeous? Fabulous. So, thank you very much for being here. And I will see you back here for some more drawing very, very soon. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.